I'm very happy you are watching this lesson. I'm Teacher Katimbo, as usual, teaching mathematics. It's time around primary 6, and we are embarking on term 3 work. If you don't have the workbook yet, ensure you get yourself a copy. Reach a school and get the copy that will help you follow us properly. That is Train Up a Child schools. Reach majorly this campus, Bugorobi, and then get yourself a copy of term 3 work. And now we are looking at P6, about measures of area and perimeter. So measures of area and perimeter. In the previous lesson we looked at length, mass and capacity. Specifically we chose length. It's the one we are still following, which is metric units. So we talk about meters, centimeters, kilometers, hectometers, to mention but a few. They are all ending with the word meter, so the units we shall use are metric ones. And when you watch this lesson successfully, you will be able to answer all the activities from page 7 all the way to 18 of our book. Please ensure you follow strictly so that you can answer all those activities within the range of those pages of 7 up to 18. So now we are majorly looking at the area and perimeter of shapes like a square, rectangle, as well as a triangle, and the polygons like trapezium, as well as a kite and a parallelogram. So ensure you follow and see what I have for you today, because it is very helpful, and then you will be able to answer. First of all, you must understand what area means. Area is like coverage, or like a region of coverage. Like say this is the area, so this is the area where I must sit, meaning this is the region where I must sit. So it means a region. So area means the region covered by a particular object here, so that we can calculate it in square units. In square units, we must put squared, like we are going to see. Then perimeter means the total distance around any given shape. When you move around any given shape, you will have applied perimeter in life. Then we see these examples which you are going to use to answer those activities. So example number 1 reads, work out the area of a square whose perimeter is given as 60 centimeters. You are given perimeter to find the area. So now we see we are talking about a square which has got all sides equal. So it has got distance around which is equivalent to 60 centimeters. So we start right away by stating the formula for the area of a square which is required by the examiner. You say area of a square equals side times side. Now I don't have a side, but this side is embedded in the perimeter. You say, but 4 less equals perimeter. You say, but 4 equal sides equals the distance around that square, which is perimeter. Then you say 4s equals the perimeter given as 60 centimeters. And then I'm going to get a side by dividing either side by 4. So you say 4s divided by 4 equals 60 centimeters divided by 4. You cancel by 4 once. 4s divided by 4, you get s. S means the side. And now we divide 60 by 4. 4 by 4 once. 6 alone by 4 is 1, remainder 2. Then 20 divided by 4, you get 5. And the centimeters remain. So each side of the square measures 15 centimeters. Remember, you're asked for the area, which is got by multiplying the side by side. And now the side is 15 centimeters. So area equals 15 centimeters times 15 centimeters. And then you go part of work. You can use part of work or right side work. And then multiply 15 by 15, where 5 times 5 is 25. Write 5 in group 2. and then 5 times 1 is a 5 plus 2 is 7. Then 1 times 5 is a 5, and 1 times 1 is a 1. Then you add, here get a 5, 7 plus 5 you get 12, write 2, regroup 1, and 1 plus 1 you get 2. So 15 times 15 you get 225. So if 15 times 15 is 225, what about centimeter and centimeter? So get to count 1, 2 of them. So we get centimeters to power 2, centimeters squared. So area equals 225 centimeters squared. You can as well read it as 225 square centimeters. So then you have answered the area of a square given the perimeter of the same square as the 60 centimeter perimeter given. So then we go to part B. Part B reads in the same way. Work out the area of a square whose perimeter is given as 200 meters. These type meters, not only shall we be given centimeters, here you are varied with the meters. So now we do the same, but area we're asking for is equal to side times side. But 4s equals perimeter. 4s equals our perimeter of 200 meters. Then divide both sides by 4. You say 4 centimeters divided by 4 equals 200 meters divided by 4. You say 4 by 4 once, 4s divided by 4 gets s. Then go 4 divided by 4 once. 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 0 divided by 4 is a 0. So that each side measures 50 meters. And now we say area equals side times side, and now each side is 50 meters. So we multiply those two 50 meter kind of sides. So go area equals 50 meters times 50 meters. Where 5 times 5 is 25, then bring all these two zeros here down here, and meter times meter is meter squared. So area equals 2,500 meters squared. 2,500 meters squared. In multiplication, all the zeros come back. So 5 times 5 is 25, and then the two zeros, 0 and 0, to get 2,500. Then meter times meter, you get meter squared. So the answer is 2,500 meters squared. That is what number 1 has for us. It was majorly talking about how to find the area when one is given the perimeter of a square. You first use the perimeter to find each side, and then you multiply, or you square the side. So you multiply the side by itself, and then get the answer in square units. Then you go to number 2 and see what that example is having for us. Work out the perimeter of a rectangle whose area is 196 centimeters squared and length is 18 centimeters. So this number 2 avails us with area and one of the sides, either length or width, to find the perimeter of a rectangle. Now, a rectangle is that four-sided polygon, also known as a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral means a four-sided polygon. So it's a four-sided polygon with the two of both sides equal and parallel. So it's like this board here. This board is rectangular, and many rooms within which you are watching me from now are rectangular. So this is a rectangular shape like this board. So it's the one we are dealing with here. We are going to find the perimeter. We start right away by stating the formula for finding the perimeter and see what it requires us of having before we find it. We say perimeter equals length plus width plus length plus width. Oh, this is what's called the length from here up here. This is the width. This is also the length up here. And now this is the width. So we are moving around it. Length plus width plus length plus width. Whereas the examiners have made us with only the length, meaning we must use the area to find the width. So we say, but length times width is equal to area. We don't know the width, we know the length. So we substitute 18 centimeters is the length times the width, which remains W, equals the area, which is 192.96 centimeters squared. And now we are going to divide both sides by 18 centimeters. You say 18 centimeters times width out of 18 centimeters, or divide by 18 centimeters, equals 198 centimeters times centimeter. That's centimeter squared, means centimeter times centimeter, divided by 18 centimeters. And now we start our calculations. So centimeter and centimeter off. So 1 of the centimeters remains. Now we have got 198 and 18. These two, when you know tables and put them to use, you will find out that both are divisible by 9. So whereby 18 when divided by 9 you get 2, and 19 divided by 9 you get 2, remainder 1. Still you get 18. So that one is put onto the next 8 and get 18 here. 18 divided by 9, you get a 2. So I've got 22 out of 2. Out of means divided by. So 22 divided by 2, you get 11. So that our W called width is of 11 centimeters. Now that I've got the width, we can now find the perimeter. We are going to add around. We already stated the formula. You don't need to state again. Length, width, plus length plus width, put a plus, then add, perimeter is going to be 18 centimeters plus 11 centimeters, plus 18 centimeters plus 11 centimeters. Then you can associate or pair here. You first add these ones and then add these ones later. Add it. So 18 centimeters plus 11 centimeters get 29 centimeters, and another 18 centimeters plus 11 centimeters get 29. So I've got two 29s each centimeter. So 29 centimeters plus 29 centimeters. And then you add properly here. 9 plus 9 is 18. Regroup 1. When you write 8, 1 plus 2 plus 2 you get 5. So that the distance around this rectangle, whose area is given at length, is 58 centimeters. So perimeter is 58 centimeters. All in all, you first use the area given to find what is denied, width, and after getting it, you add around that given polygon called a rectangle. So then we go to part B. So part B still reads in the same way. Work out the perimeter of a rectangle whose area is 300 meters squared and the width is 15 meters. Mark, these are meters now, and again mark, this time round we are varied with area and width as opposed to part A, which are varied us with area and length. So here we are given the width as well as the area of the same rectangle. So still state that your perimeter you're asking for equals length plus width plus length plus width. But now I don't have the length this time, you say, but length and width is equal to area. So the area will help me to find the length. So L stands as length and remains as L. Because not known, you say length times 15 meters equals 300 meters squared. That's the area. Then you are going to divide both sides by 15 meters. You say length times 15 meters divided by 15 meters equals 300 meters times meters. That's for meters squared divided by 15 meters. And then you're back on the journal of division. Actually, use of your tables. Here now, meters, by 15 ones, you remain with the L called length. Then you struggle this side and get equivalent to that length. Meters off, remain with one of the meters here. Then we are going to look at 315, which are both divisible by 5. So we divide by 5. 15 divided by 5, you get that 3. And 30 divided by 5, you get a 6. 0 divided by 5, you get a 0. So I've got 60 divided by 3, remaining with the meters on. 3 by 3 ones. 60 divided by 3 get 20. So length is 20 meters. Now you find the perimeter. If the length is 20 meters and the width is 15 meters, given a rectangle, I said we're using length plus width plus length plus width. So go perimeter is equal 20 meters plus 15 meters plus 20 meters plus 15 meters. Then pair that. 20 plus 15 gets 35. Another 20 plus 15 gets 35. So I've got perimeter equals 35 meters plus 35 meters. And when you add these two 35s, you get 75 meter perimeter. So perimeter of this rectangle is 70 meters. So this time you have been available the width as well as the area. You first use the area to find the length, which you have found as 20 meters in that regard, and then add around that rectangle. You get a 70 meter perimeter. Then go to number 3 and see what it has for us. It reads, calculate the perimeter of a square whose area is 36 centimeters squared. So this time around, you are availed with area of a square as for perimeter. So you say perimeter you're asking for is called 4 less, 4 equal sides, that is. Then, but I don't have a side. You say, but side times side is called area. Side times side means side squared. So, side squared equals the area of 36 centimeters squared. 36 centimeters squared. Now you see this is squared, this is squared. Now, if you want to put off these squares, you find the square root. You find the square root to either side. So you say the square root of side squared is called the square root of 36 centimeters squared. I've said the square root of side squared is equal to the square root of 36 centimeters squared. So the square root of side squared is side. So the square root of anything squared is that thing. So square root of side squared is side, and then find the square root of 36 centimeters squared. So centimeters squared, square root is centimeter. So just write centimeter, and then primarize 36. Please use prime numbers to divide 36 all the way to 1. So the first prime number is 2. Is 36 divisible by 2? Yes. You say 36 divided by 2, get 18. 18 again divided by 2, get 9. 9 is no longer divisible by 2, so the next prime number after 2 is a 3. So indeed, is it divisible by 3? So we go 9 divided by 3, get a 3. 3 divided by 3, get a 1. Then square to get the root, called square root. Tie two things that look alike to square. So tie this and that, you get a single 2. Tie 3 and 3 and get a 3. So multiply the roots. 2 times 3 get 6, so that the square root of 36 is a 6. So each side measures 6 centimeters for this very square. Now find the perimeter of a square. So we said it means 4s. Perimeter is called 4s. 4s means 4 times s, and s stands for the side. And now a side is 6 centimeters. So 4 times 6 centimeters, then perimeter equals 24 centimeters. You have freedom to add around and say perimeter is equal to side plus side plus side plus side. Remember, all sides of the squares are equal. So you say perimeter is equal to 6 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 6 centimeters. Please 4 times. That's why we simplified as 4 times 6 centimeters and get 24 centimeters. Even if you just add it, you get the same. As we look at example number 4 for this very lesson, it reads, find the area of each triangle below. There are 2 triangles for A and B. So we are looking at part A. They are asking for the area. Area of any triangle equals a half times base times perpendicular height. So this is the base of the triangle. This is the perpendicular height. How do we know it's perpendicular? When it has got this right angle. Why? 2 lines are said to be perpendicular if they meet a right angle. A right angle is that angle of 90 degrees. So this is a right angle here, shown by this kind of sign here, a right angle sign here. So we say half times this base times the perpendicular height. The base is of 8 centimeters and the perpendicular height is 3 centimeters. So we don't use this slanting height, we want the perpendicular height. The one that meets the base at the right angle is perpendicular to it. So half times base times perpendicular height. So we go a half times 8 centimeters times 3 centimeters. This is what we write here. So we go. Please substitute accordingly. So we go. This is 2 divided by 2 once. 8 divided by 2, you get 4 and centimeters. So I've got 4 centimeters times 3 centimeters, where 4 times 3 you get 12. And centimeter and centimeter squared, so area equals 12 centimeters squared, or 12 square centimeters. And that is the answer for that area. Then we go to finding the area of this triangle. So this has been isosceles. This is the right angle, the triangle. So it has got a base of 14 centimeters and a perpendicular height of 9 centimeters. Even if you write something here, we don't use it. We use the base and the perpendicular height. So we start area equals a half times base times perpendicular height. So area is equal to a half times 14 centimeters times 9 centimeters. That's a step. Then divide. 2 divided by 2 once, 14 divided by 2 gets 7 centimeters here. So that you have got 7 centimeters times 9 centimeters. Where 7 times 9, you get 63. So use your tables in your brain properly, and then centimeter squared. So area equals 63 centimeters squared. Area equals 63 centimeters squared, or 63 square centimeters according to your wish. Then you go to example number 5 for this particular lesson, and it's bringing another shape here where you ask to calculate the area of each of these two trapezia. So we've got a trapezium here, and this is also a trapezium. So area of trapezium now. Area of a trapezium equals a half times h into a plus b. You know, a trapezium is a four-sided polygon with a pair of parallel sides. So these sides will never meet. That's why we say they are parallel. Parallel lines are those lines that will never meet, however much they are prolonged. Even if you prolong this line and prolong this line, however long or prolonged or lengthened it is, so these two lines will never meet. So two lines or two or more lines that will never meet are said to be parallel. So it has got a pair. A pair means two things. So this line and this side and this side will never meet. That's a pair. So the shorter parallel side is the one we call A in the formula, and you can label it A. This is the B. This is the height. So a half of h into A plus B. A half of h into the sum of parallel sides. So we go, how high is the height? It is 4 centimeters. Side A is 5, the shorter, and then the longer is 12 centimeters, is the one we term as B. So we substitute accordingly, a half times 4 centimeters into means open the brackets and then close later, into 5 centimeters plus 12 centimeters. So write a half times 4 centimeters into 5 centimeters plus 12 centimeters. And now, fortunately, this is 4 is divisible by 2, so we divide by 2 once. 4 divided by 2 get 2. Now centimeters remain. The into, in terms of operations, means times. So times the sum. So 2 times the sum. Please, what's the sum of 5 and 12? That is 5 plus 12 get 17. So 2 centimeters times 17 centimeters. Put aside work and multiply properly. You can as well call it part of work, where 17 times 2, that's 2 times 7 is 14, write 4 in group 1, 2 times 1 is a 2 plus 1 gets 3, so that the area is 34 centimeters squared. So note that formula for finding the area of a trapezium. Area of trapezium is equal to a half of h into A plus B. So the A is the shorter parallel side, then the B is the longer parallel side. Likewise, we are going to do the same here. We are going to find the area of this trapezium. So area of this trapezium. So still say half times h into A plus B. This is the h, this is the A, this is the B. So a half of h into A plus B. So a half times 8 meters. These are meters. The former one has been having centimeters. Please maintain the units. Into A, the shorter side, the shorter parallel side is 6 meters, then the longer is 15 meters. So into 6 meters plus 15 meters, then you cancel by 2 once, 8 by 2 get 4. So about 4 meters times the sum. So what's 6 plus 15? You get 21. So 4 meters times the brackets go when you replace them with the times. So times the sum, which is 21 meters. Where 21 times 4 here in the side work, you multiply properly and say 4 times 1 is the 4. 4 times 2 you get 8, you get 84 then meters squared. Please maintain the meters. Meters squared, not centimeters, but meters squared, or 84 square meters. And that will be the area of that trapezium. As we look at the sixth example. Now, the shape that is here is not a rectangle. It's like a pushed rectangle. Wherever you see a pushed rectangle like this one, you call it a parallelogram. So find the area of figure below. This time the examiner did not tell us what it is. This is called a parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram equals base times perpendicular height. Area of a parallelogram equals base times perpendicular height. So the base is 20 centimeters and the perpendicular height is 9 centimeters. So we go area equals base times perpendicular height. Area is equal to 20 centimeters times 9 centimeters. Where 2 times 9 is 18, and then that's 0 to get 180 centimeters squared. So area of that parallelogram is 180 centimeters squared. Then we look at another shape here, and they are telling us to find the area of this very polygon. Work out the area of the polygon below. This polygon is a kite. Okay, good. So one knew it already, so it's called a kite. Area of a kite equals diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. What do we call a diagonal? A diagonal is a line drawn from one corner to the opposite corner of the same polygon. So this line you see dotted here is called a diagonal. This is also a diagonal. So I've got two diagonals, the shorter and the longer. The shorter is called diagonal 1 and the longer is diagonal 2. So the shorter diagonal is of 12 centimeters and the longer one is of 20 centimeters. So they are ones you are going to use here. So we can say area equals diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. Or you can as well say a half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So the area of a kite is found like the area of the rhombus, like we're going to see in number 8. You either say area equals diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 out of 2, or you say area equals a half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So the way we find the area of a kite is the same way we find the area of a rhombus. So we go. So diagonal 1 is identified to be 12 centimeters. That's the shorter diagonal, then the longer is 12 centimeters. And so do we substitute. So area equals 12 centimeters times 20 centimeters divided by 2. Since 12 or 20 are both divisible by 2, then you have a choice between the two. So I chose to divide 12 by 2 once, and then 12 by 2 gets 6 centimeters. So remaining 6 centimeters times 20 centimeters. Where 6 times 2 you get 12, and that's 0. So that the area is 120 centimeters squared. Then finally, like I said before, this is called a rhombus. You are asked to find the area of this rhombus. This figure called a rhombus. A rhombus is like a parallelogram, only that for it has got all sides equal. So for this one, it has got only two opposite sides equal, like a rectangle. This one has got all sides equal, like a square. So it's like a pushed square. The other one is like a pushed rectangle. So this is called a rhombus. Area of a rhombus. A rhombus has got all sides equal, but the diagonals are different. So it has got diagonal 1 and diagonal 2. So you get a half of the product of the diagonals. So a half of the product of the diagonals. So that is the area of a rhombus. So area of a rhombus equals a half times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. You can as well say diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. Diagonal 1, the word is diagonal. So you may not write it in full. This is the word diagonal. So diagonal. So diagonal. A diagonal, I say, is the line drawn from one corner to opposite corner of the same polygon. So this is a diagonal. This is a diagonal. Like a kite, the shorter diagonal is called diagonal 1, and the longer is called diagonal number 2. So you say area is called half times diagonal 1 times diagonal number 2. Diagonal 1, the shorter is 10 centimeters and the longer is 15 centimeters. You say half times 10 centimeters times 15 centimeters, and then you cancel this 10, which is able to be divisible by 2 once. 10 divided by 2, you get 5. You have got 5 centimeters times 15 centimeters. Put a side work, or sometimes you call it POW, called part of work. 15 times 5, where 5 times 5 is 25. Write a 5 root 2. Then 5 times 1 is a 5 plus 2, you get 7. So 15 times 5, you get 75. And remember, these are centimeters times centimeter, get centimeter squared. So area of this rhombus is that answer 75 centimeters squared, or 75 square centimeters. In short, that's how we deal with measures of area and perimeter of all those shapes. We have looked at different shapes like a rectangle, like a square, like a rhombus, like a parallelogram, like a kite, as well as a trapezium. Of course, not forgetting a triangle. So all that is explained thoroughly in this very lesson. As I said before, you will be able to answer all the activities in our book. That is from page 7 all the way to 18. Sorry, from page 9. Let me see. I said that's from page 7 all the way to 18. I mean it. From page 7 up to 18 of our book, term 3, that is P6. Ensure you get yourself a copy. You don't have one, and ensure you answer all those activities for the said pages of 7 up to 18. Teacher Katimbo Richard has taught you that much, and has taught you right from term 1 booklet. Now we are in term 3 booklet. Ensure you follow, play over and over so you can understand. And for more information about the same mathematics or mathematics in general, please do reach this teacher Katimbo Richard on the MTN line 0776251655. You can as well use the Airtel number, that's 07572330066. Otherwise, that's the end of the lesson. Stay safe.